Hey, this is Zach. On this episode, we're going to be reviewing the Azden Pro XD digital wireless lav mic transmitter and receiver. Next on Now You Know. So here on Now You Know, we've been looking for an affordable solution to wireless audio so that we could ditch these wired lav mics that I'm wearing now when we're doing certain shoots. The wires just get tangled and they cause people to trip on set, and they keep the talent from moving easily during the shot. The Azden Pro XD is a digital 2.4 gigahertz system with a transmitter that goes on your belt and a receiver that mounts on the shoe of the camera, so it usually goes right up here. The kit comes with one transmitter, one receiver, a lav mic that has a 5-foot cord, an adapter cable for mobile devices, an audio output cable, and a USB cable. We're using this today with a DSLR camera, but you can also use it with a smartphone or a tablet or a digital audio recorder. Now what's nice is that the two units communicate easily with each other. So all you have to do is turn them on. There's two little buttons that are kind of hard to see right here with the raised rubber. You hold that down. And then, I don't know if you can see this, but right up in there are two little Wi-Fi green icons that let you know that they're paired. And it's really easy. That's all you have to do. You don't have to go into an app or do anything like that. You just turn them on and they're now talking to each other. So you just mount the receiver here on the camera. In our case, we have a camera recording me now that looks just like this. You slide this onto the hot shoe, or in this case, it's not hot. You just tighten this down and boom, your receiver is mounted. The transmitter, which is this unit here, goes on your belt, and then you would wire up the lav mic to your talent, which would be me. So to give you a sense of how the Azden sounds, I'll be using it for the audio on this shoot. Up until now, I've been using a wired lav mic, but now we're going to switch me out so that you can hear any differences. There we go. I am now talking to you over the Azden digital wireless system. The transmitter and the receiver talk to each other digitally using Wi-Fi, and the optimal range is about 35 meters, or about 100 feet. But it's important to note that the range is primarily line of sight. As soon as you start turning corners and going in different rooms, the range is going to drop and you'll get dropouts of the system. So you should use the system mainly when the talent is around 30 feet or less in front of the camera with no obstructions. Now to show you how this works, we're going to have me walk around and see if I start dropping out. So let's give it a test. Alright, so I'm going to just walk around and see what happens to your audio of me as I walk into a different room. I'm going to go into the studio here. So now I'm talking to you between the walls. There's actually a double studio wall between us. I don't know if you're hearing me or not. So now, even though the distance isn't that great, I'm actually quite removed from you in terms of walls. And then we're going to test out and see if this works if I leave the building. So I'll walk back towards you, coming back into the lounge area here. And now I'm going to just walk out of the building and see what happens. So now I'm walking out here. I'm in the snowy outside, so I'm not that far from you, but I'm walking away. I'm maybe about 20 feet from you now. And now I'm going to be turning the corner up these stairs here, about 30 feet from you now. So you're in the building, turning the corner and coming back. See if we lost me at all, or maybe I'm coming back into range. Be interesting to note whether it's just like little dropouts or if you just lost me entirely. You'll see me in the window in a second as I walk down the pathway here. Here I am coming back into range and coming back into the studio and back into the lounge and back in range. So we'll see how that all worked out. So a nice feature is that both the transmitter and the receiver have rechargeable lithium batteries that you charge with mini USB, and they last a good long time, about 9 hours on a full charge. They both have tip ring sleeve mini jacks, so make sure that if you buy another lav mic that you use a lav mic that has tip, ring sleeve mini. Many of them have just tip ring sleeve, so pay close attention to that when you're buying a mic. If you do happen to pick up the wrong mic, it's not a big deal. You just need to get an adapter that costs about $6 or $7 online that can adapt between the two. To show you the difference in mic quality, we have a slightly, what we think is probably a better mic than the one we got with the system. We're going to plug that in now, and so you can see if there's any differences. So now I'm using the new microphone that we got for this purpose, and you can see if there's any difference in the audio quality. The receiver also allows you to boost the gain, which is a nice kind of unexpected feature that is in this price range. I didn't really expect something in this price range to have that, but it does. So if your camera needs a little audio boost, you can boost it up on the receiver. Now, we used this Azden on our Keene State road trip when we interviewed my friend Steven, the architect of the new Keene State Residence Hall. So if you'd like to see the Azden in action on a video shoot, you can check out that video here and see how it works when we're kind of walking all throughout a building with doors closing and kind of going around corners and all that kind of stuff. We think it worked out great. These are small, they're lightweight, but they don't feel cheap, but they don't exactly feel well built either. They're kind of what you'd expect in the sub $200 price range. Overall, I'm really happy with them. They do everything I'd like them to do, and to be honest, up until about a year ago, you couldn't find anything in this price range. So to us, it was really unexpected that we could even get something that did what we wanted in the $200 price range. So there you have it. That's our review of the Azden Pro XD digital wireless lav mic system. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below in the comments. If you like this video, give us a like, and please subscribe. Also, consider supporting us on Patreon, because that's how we can afford to keep producing these videos for you. Thanks for watching. Now you know.